Welcome to the Future
Let me loose.
where absolutely nobody has any idea what they're talking about. Future Hotline, what chaos do you want me to predict today?
Will it rain in Texas on Tuesday?
It says.
Good morning, guys.
Again later.
Buenos dias.
Hello and welcome to our show. Is Boston winning this week? Card says. Vibes unclear. Is inflation going down?
Good morning, guys. Let me loose. Hi, Laura. How you guys doing? Getting these thank you cards ready. They're working really good. Hi, Salma Hayek. Good morning. Financial Tetris, guys. $12. Shop and pay. Hi, Margarita. Oh, Laura, congratulations. You made it to Diamond. $24 Instacart John's 21 miles. We got another $2,000 a week. We got the $2,000 a week challenge because I'm going on a cruise on January 12th. So we made $2,000 last week. We made some changes. We're not just doing Instacart. We can't seem to get that needle to move. So I kind of like gave up hustling to try to get the needle to move. So 2 weeks ago I said, let me just try to get to pro shopper level with Doordash, and it's worked out. We made $2,050. We went home early yesterday. I made $922 with Doordash, $976 with Instacart, $140 with Uber, and like $30-40 with Grubhub. It's working. Congratulations to Laura. You made it to Diamond. Margarita, I started like at 7 today, 6:30. I did a $18 Instacart, and I did a $12 Uber Eats. How was you guys' week? What's up? Stay Gold. These have been working really good. Remember these guys, holiday cards? I bought these 2 years ago from Amazon. I've been getting a ton of increased tips. Don't forget to get these on Amazon. I'm redoing more now. I just put different notes. Thank you so much. Have a great day. If interested, send me a message and I'll copy the link. I like to rewrite them now because before I would write them as I arrived, and then the customer's staring at me there waiting for their groceries. So while waiting for orders, you guys remember these. I'm running out, so it's time to order some more. What's up, Pedro? Doordash Pro Shopper doing some heavy lifting with earnings. Yeah, you're doing good, huh, Pedro? Yeah, man, it's so much. Fred, share with us how much less stressful it is, right? I'm starting to get better orders too. I did a couple 50s yesterday and the day before with Doordash. What's up, Instacart Donovan? Good morning. But I just want to share what's working for me. Basically, we all know Instacart will always be king, right? When we're seeing orders. But for those of you that are struggling, trying to move your needle, whether you're a gold or platinum, if you have the other apps, turn them on. The main thing that I'm doing, like, you have to detach from Instacart. Like I saw, let's say 4 weeks ago, because I was still seeing some orders, I was seeing Uber Eats for $8 a mile. I wouldn't take it because I'm always thinking like, what if I get a $40 Instacart or a $30? But that's not the case now. They weren't feeding me, so I'm like, okay. So what I do as soon as I get a DoorDash or an Uber Eats or a Grubhub or Roadie, I immediately turn Instacart off. I go offline. It's not gonna be healthy for you to take a $10 Uber Eats and then leave Instacart on and like, what if? So just commit once you get that order, whether it's Uber Eats or DoorDash. Like I took the first one that I took today was at $11 Uber Eats, 2 miles. 3 weeks ago I would have been like, no, what if I get a 30 Instacart? But once you commit to do financial Tetris, just get that order and go offline, especially on the Instacart app. I'm adapting too. I'm at Sprouts, Mr. Sprouts hater, right? I always say hit the store, but don't hate the money, because they've been feeding me more Sprouts on DoorDash. So I am at Sprouts, right? You gotta adapt. Hate the store, but don't hate the money. I'm trying it this week, starting here, because a lot of times I've been starting by Gelson's and I've been getting Sprouts. The funny thing is that I came here yesterday, I got here for a minute, and then I got a Gelson's for $50. But I'm gonna suck it up here till 8:45. Still playing around. Obviously trying to get to 2,000. The quicker the better. During the week if possible. So this week, today, I'm gonna say, you know what? I've been getting a lot of Sprouts. Instead of parking over there, let me try over here. So I'm gonna be here from 8:15 to 8:40. Because also there's only Sprouts here. I mean, there's a bunch of coffee places that way, but by the Gelson's where I park, there's a Starbucks next to the Gelson's. There's a Subway. So, but I'm trying to see, obviously, because I'm getting some more shop and pay orders. Now remember, guys, with DoorDash, your acceptance rate doesn't even count when it comes to shop and pay orders. Just try to become a pro shopper. On the Instacart end, I'm a gold diamond. I mean, I got my opportunities to improve on 5 items still there. I worked my ass off for like 3 weeks, getting everything at 100% found items, and it has not moved my needle. It moved up to 3/4 of standard, quarter from good, and it's been stuck there for almost a month. So I kind of threw in the towel. Also to get to pro shopper level with DoorDash, it's a lot easier than Instacart. They are more forgiving too. What's up, Eric? But I did an $18 Instacart. My speed, the main thing that I'm really just worried about with Instacart is my keeping my speed. I'm at 45. No, it went up to 49 because yesterday I was just tired of rat racing. It's just too stressful. It went up to 49. Ooh, $50. Oh, it's a El Super. Oh, hell no, yo mama. Let me check my speed. Where is it? Yeah, it's the 49. I have to be careful. I can't let it go over 50. Eventually, I'm trying to drop it between 35 and 40, but I haven't had the chance to get orders from stores that I'm super fast. I can't see the items, of course. Instacart is rolling it out. Oh, another thing that Instacart started rolling out here 2 days ago in this area, they're already doing the selfie checks in the middle of the batch. How many times we talked about it, guys? How many times did I say Instacart should do this for the past 2-3 years? Yep. A couple of my fellow shoppers, they started the batch and then they got a selfie check in the middle of the batch. So it's, I heard, oops, there we go. At the $10, 2.8 miles. Let's do it. That's how I'm getting my 2K. I'm no longer thinking like, oh, 2.8 miles. I'm at Sprouts. What if a 30 comes? No, it just continuity. Coño, I'm gonna do this thing so this guy shows up. Just next to me. So yeah, that's it. So I'm just gonna go offline. Don't do it to yourself. Oh, here you go. Here's another one. This is the thank you cards. The best shopper ever. Merry Christmas, Manny. I'm getting a bunch of increased tips. That's from yesterday. Cool. Let's see. Did it kick me out? Oh, I went offline. Hold on, but The day before, I got a $6 increased tip because I put rubber band on their eggs. That's another one. Thank you for taking care of my eggs. I appreciate you. $6 increased tips. That bag of rubber band cost me $9.99. So that bag probably brought me $500 for the year. Okay. This car's annoying next to me. All right, let's go do this. Let's stay live. And let's go pick up, where are we going? Victory Cafe. Never been there, but let's go. Yeah. So I'm offline, but that's what's really helping me to get my $2,000 a week. How you guys doing? You guys can call me. It'd be better if you call me. Let me know how your day's going, concerns, questions that you may have. Another thing, where you're doing financial Tetris like I am, as I call it, multi-apping, financial Tetris, try to save those cancellations. Oh my God, that's so annoying. Let me get away from this car. There we go. You know, by the way, Uber Eats, the cancellation after you take an order, I don't remember. It used to be 5%. What is it now? You got to keep it like no more than 5% cancel, right? Fred, do you know? Any of you guys? When you take an order and then with Uber Eats, it used to let you cancel up to 5%, right? What is it now, guys? Anybody know? But anyways, when you get those orders sometimes with Uber Eats or Doordash, I know the completion rate with Doordash needs to be a 97 to meet some of their cart status things. When you take those orders sometimes from some of those places and they take too long to and you get frustrated because it's kind of ruining your shift, right? Try not to cancel those orders. Just take the loss. You know, you go to a deli and you think it's going to be 3 minutes waiting time. It ends up being 15 minutes. Take the loss and don't cancel that. You want to save those let's call it cancellation credits for situations like what happened to me yesterday. I took an $11 Doordash, and as I was going to go to turn INSTACART off, I got a $40 INSTACART. Oh, we got an add-on from here. So let's take it. Why not? That's $19, right? 12 and 7. So, yeah, try to save those cancellation credits, I'm going to call them, for situations like the one that happened to me yesterday. I had a $12 door delivery. Oh, there's a cop. I hope he didn't see me with the phone. Yeah, I had a $12 Doordash or Uber Eats, and as I was gonna go offline on Instacart, a 40 popped up. That's a time you want to use your cancellation points, credits available. So whenever, again, you go to those places, pick up some deli, Jersey Mike's, for example, and oh shoot, turn right here, in here, okay. And they're taking too long and you're getting frustrated and you said, screw it, I'm going to cancel this. Don't cancel it. Just take your loss. You're going to be better off saving that 1% for a situation like yesterday, where I took that Uber Eats and then immediately I got a $40 whatchamacallit popped up. That's the time that you want to use your cancellation things. All right, let's pick up here. So we got an add-on. Another thing on Doordash, I think most of you guys know this, or Uber Eats, where you got those shop and pay orders, even though you're not constrained like Instacart to the shopping speed, you still want to shop on fast enough. Always look at the time that's being delivered by. So like today, right now it's 8:27, and Doordash sends me, or Uber Eats sends me a Sprout Shop and Pay, and it tells me 9:50 delivery time by. You have an hour, then you want to do it fast because more than likely they will send you an add-on. Yesterday I ended up doing a quadruple order. I took an $18 Sprouts, and the delivery time was like an hour and a half window, and it was only 14 items. So I said, let me do it fast. I did it super fast, and then as I was shopping, then they sent me an add-on for $18 for Gelson's. And then I went over there and shopped it fast, and then they sent me, no, over here they sent me another add-on for Sprouts. And then they sent me three add-ons here for Sprouts, another $18 and another $9. So I ended up paying it ended up being a single $18 that I took to a $64 quadruple, 4.5 miles. So always pay attention to the delivery time when it has to be delivered. That way you know if you want to speed it up when you're doing the orders so they can send you more add-ons. What's up, gang? All right, let's do this. One thing that I'm noticing too the past 2 weeks is, where am I going? Oh, there it is. I've never been here before. Give me a second. Take off the Wi-Fi. There we go. Buenos días. ¿Cómo está, capitán? Le voy a robar a Tribal.
¿Cómo está de acá, caballero?
Gracias.
No, gracias a usted. Maneje con cuidado.
Que tenga buen día. Gracias.
Igualmente.
Dele. All right. We're across the street. We got the Uber Eats. We got Sprouts. How many items was it? Two items, so I'm gonna hurry. Maybe they'll give me another add-on. So that's what's been happening a lot too. I've been getting a lot of add-ons. But DoorDash has been my savior, the shop and pay. I got to pro shopper level. They made some changes today where your found items has to be at 96% or higher. Luckily mine's at 98. All right, let's do it. Oh gosh, where's my card? Here's another thing with Uber Eats, they won't let me use a digital card. I don't know why. Some of you can only have a digital card, like I can only have a physical card, and I better have it. I used it the other day. I hope I have it. It's a black card. I got too many cards. I got good credit, thankfully. Here's a backup. That's a backup INSTACART card. Oh, snap. Sometimes I put these cards in my pocket. I may have to cancel this order. Let me check. This is my second shop and pay I've done with Uber Eats in a long time. Oh my. It may be one of my pockets. Trouble. It's a black card. Oh, I feel something there. It's a card. Is that the one that I'm looking for? Where's the zipper? This is the last hope. Ooh, there it is. Woo! Do you guys have a digital card? They won't let me have a digital card. I don't understand why. Don't understand why. All right, let's go across the street. What's up, Yahunko? All right, let's go do this one quick. Hopefully they'll give me another add-on. But that's what's been working for me, doing the financial Tetris. I'm not relying, obviously, on INSTACART anymore. They're not feeding me. I'm gold. And I'm just over their shopper quality scam. It's a scam. Now, the ones that are a diamond that I doing great, yes. Again, Instacart will always be king when things are going your way, basically. But it's just been too much stress trying to bring that needle up, trying to be perfect, trying to, having to cancel orders. Like sometimes before you would take a $50 order, right? With 40 items. And if there, and it's Sprouts, for example, and with Sprouts, you're going to get hit with a lot of refunds. Back in the day, 5 months ago, you're like, okay, it's $50. There's going to be a few refunds. I'll take 40. Worst case scenario, it'll drop to 40, 42. Cool. Nowadays, you can't think like that. Now it's like, oh no, my shopper quality is going to take a hit. I'm going to get hit with no found items. Then you cancel the batch. So you're like sacrificing your priority is making money here, right? You sit on this vehicle to make money. I always talk about that all the time, So, but now you're playing this stupid chess game where like, oh no. Back then, again, it was $50. All right, there's gonna be 3 refunds. Maybe I'll make 43. Cool, $43 in an hour and a half. Now it's not like that. Now because the shopper quality is like, oh no, there's a lot of refunds at Sprouts. Well, I'm gonna get hit. My percentage is gonna go down. Oh, I have to, shopping speed has to be at 40 for me to see orders. There's gonna be a lot of replacements. My shopping speed is gonna take a hit. I'm gonna cancel it. There you go. So it's just not okay. ¿Qué va a hacer, papi? Are you turning or what are you doing? Talk to me, papi. Here we go. All right, let's go knock it out. So every batch now is like your final exam in college. And then you have no transparency with Instacart. You don't know when the needle's gonna move. At least with Doordash, you can see after every single batch. With Doordash, you can see your metrics. Another thing, everything changes on Doordash every 40 deliveries. That's it. Every 40 deliveries. Instacart's every 90 days. So even if you mess up with a missing item or a damaged item, that will come off after 40 deliveries. With Instacart, you guys know it's 90 days. And a lot of those times, those items are not your fault. I mean, those people reporting that stuff. Strawberry puppy and crackers. I see some dark red crackers. Dark red. Remember these, you follow the diamond colors. Here we go. Dark red right here. See the colors here? Follow the diamonds when it comes to this brand. Poppy. Ooh, this store has like so many different sections of these things. They have them everywhere, man. They have them up the front, on the side. I think they're over here. I'm trying to do it fast. See if they might send me more add-ons. That's what's working for me. Poppy. This is Olipop. They got some more over here and there. They're everywhere. One thing that is actually helping me by not doing so much Instacart is I'm doing more Sprouts, so I'm learning the store. Olipop, Poppy here. I'm learning the store really well. A lot of the stores that I usually wasn't doing with Instacart. I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. See if it works. Let's see if it works. They don't like it when we come here. Gotta try it. Gotta be rebels.
Select information needed. Select payment type.
Let's see if it works.
Use iPad to complete transaction.
Yep. They don't want us to do it through here. It doesn't look like I'm a delivery driver, right? Take the picture over there. Sorry.
Second aisle.
They add up, guys. Continuity. And then I have Prop 22 here that helps. That's another thing. I'm making a little bit more Prop 22 because I'm more active with more orders. So the advantage of Instacart is you gotta get bigger chunk, right? 30 or 40 or 50. But you gotta get paid less Prop 22. Another change, I was spending usually 1.5 tanks in gas. 140 a week. Now I'm spending probably 180 a week. Yeah. Christina, you don't have digital? I wish I could have digital. What's up, Jose? Flaco. So Uber Eats changed it to 20 because at one time it was only like 5%. Really? So that's really good. 20% and then you get deactivated. So I can take an order for Taco Bell and then get there. They're taking too long. I cancel it. I can do that up to 20%. Can you confirm that after taking an order? Please? Because it used to be 5% like a year and a half ago. Anybody know for sure? Please? I haven't gone on the app and researched it. All right, here we go. There we go. So the first one was $12, right? So we got 12 and this was 9, 21 bucks. Let's go. Another thing, I won't turn like Instacart on until after I get to the second delivery. If I see it's a house, then maybe a mile from there or 3-4 minutes in case I get an Instacart and I can go up a little and turn around if it's a different direction where I have to go. But if I see it's an apartment, then I'll wait till I get to the apartment because a lot of the apartments here, people won't give you the gate code, so you have to wait. You think you're gonna be in and out in 2 seconds and it turns out to be 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes sometimes. So when I see it's an apartment, I will turn the other apps on, actually Instacart, until after like I get to the apartment, and if I see there's no gate code on the node, then I won't start it yet. If I see I have the gate code, I get to the apartment complex, I'm like, okay, then I'll turn Instacart back online. Try not to turn right or left? East. When you double dipping, be careful, man. Don't get too greedy. I gotta turn left. And try to take, like it happened to me yesterday, but I was smart enough to cancel it because some of these apps know now with the AI that they have installed in their software, if you're doing multiple apping, financial Tetris. I took a $40 double Instacart, and on my way north to the second delivery, a $40 Sprouts Doordash popped up, like 3 miles. I took it, and I started driving north, and the store was south. After like looking at the map, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna make it. I said, let me just cancel it, the Sprouts, the Doordash, and not risk my account being deactivated. Because I would have to go up 2 miles. I'm like, I better not do that. So be careful with that. I mean, I used to do that all the time in 2018 and 19. I mean, I will take a DoorDash, go that way, and then I see a Uber Eats going this way, and I would just do zigzagging. But now you guys can't do that anymore. I'm sure you guys know that by now. So don't get too greedy over an extra $40. Like yesterday, I had that $40 pop up, and I took it, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm going north, you know. It's not worth it being deactivated over 40 bucks. So try not to get too greedy. How you guys doing today? That's the thing too. I'm seeing usually by 10:30 I'm already at $70, $80, $90, which is nice. Doing it this way versus just sitting on an Instacart order. Hi Cristina. Dame luz, Jose. Tírame, papa. Hi Holly. This lady wants to turn left. There you go. Right, I mean. So we're going 10 minutes, and then the other delivery is on the way down. This one actually puts me by a Rouse, by the ghetto Rouse, by the grouse. Fred says, now the competitive nature and a lot of us, I enjoy the speed challenge. It's nice to get a breather sometimes. Yes, man. It is so nice to get a breather compared to Instacart. Much less stress, not worry about speed is a good mix to balance the speed. That's the right word, speed anxiety. That's what it is. And then you don't provide good service to the customer because you're rushing. You start to getting mad at the customer because he's responding like 40 seconds late, you know, which is nothing. And we're getting mad at the customer. They're late like 40 seconds. Like we expect them to respond right away, like at the same speed anxiety thing that we're going through. Yep. With DoorDash, you don't have to worry about any of that. But my favorite thing about DoorDash is the transparency and the fact that your stats change after every 40 deliveries. That's a huge difference between Instacart every 90 days. I think I ended up doing 34 deliveries with Instacart last week. So I have like 2 damaged items, 1 damaged item. So I know that by the end of this week, that'll be gone. You know, with Instacart, we're looking at that, you know, 9/26/2025. Like, oh my God, that's gonna come off on 12/26/2025 in 3 months. And with DoorDash, everything comes off in 40 days. So it gives everybody an opportunity to get to that pro shopper level. So you can be bouncing. You can have a bad week, it bounce down, but then you can bounce back up. Laura said, oh, hold on guys. Let me put this back on my chest. There we go. Laura says what? Laura says, Instacart is so stressful having to constantly stare at the screen. Yeah, that's another point. That's right. With DoorDash, you gotta get the order. You got 30 seconds to look at it. I have you guys under my neck right now. My thing broke right here. I just ordered a new one. Here's another thing I'm learning the hard way, right? DoorDash has here at Universal Studios, they have freaking orders that you have to fulfill. One time I had to do a Sephora inside Universal Studios. Enough said. Parking, there's a designated area for us, but still you have to get in line, wait for the parking at Universal Studios, at the toll, at the booth. Oh my gosh. You have to park, you have to walk around all those people and do a shop and pay at Sephora. So anytime I do a delivery around this area I go immediately, I turn DoorDash off. So you guys gotta know your surroundings. You gotta learn the hard way, right? Yeah. And one time I had a Wendy's too, in there. I had to go inside Universal Studios. I told DoorDash, like, why do you guys even have those stores for us to do? That's murder. Now give us a $20 bonus, yes. So anytime I end up delivery in this area, especially if I'm focusing on my acceptance rate for DoorDash, for food delivery to become like platinum or gold, I would, yeah, turn it off right away. In this case, I'm not concerned about the acceptance rate because you don't need that to be a pro shopper, to make it to pro shopper level. But if I was right now, like where I have to keep my acceptance rate high, I would have DoorDash off right now because I'm not doing orders. I'm not shopping at Universal Studios for $10. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. We'll do a live order later with DoorDash. I'm gonna download some that I've done live on TikTok, and I'm gonna post them in the next hour. So you're gonna see a couple of full uncut orders of DoorDash. There's one that I downloaded last night, so I'm gonna upload it now to YouTube. And for those of you that have DoorDash that are not too familiar with the Shop and Pay, that video is an opportunity for you to see how the app is. It's really nice. All right, guys. Peace. Thank you.